Hey everyone, this is Mary with Muffix Gaming, and we're going to dive into Grounded 2 today. As a few of you know, this is just an early release for Grounded 2 that came out today on July 29th. The full game, I'm not exactly sure when it's supposed to release, but it should be sometime soon. So this is just like a practice run, to give feedback and whatnot, see how they could improve on the game. So let's dive into it. I chose first person simply because I find it more relatable to the first game. You can change your point of view in the first game, but I've always stuck with first person. And as for characters, I don't think all of them look the same as they did in the first game, but I always play with Willow, so I'm gonna stick with my girl.
I'm Willow, yeah? You can pick me.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast! No! With new flexible legs, the Yoke Earth action figure can ride anything!
Billy Hog's single occupancy microwavable hot dog dinner. No family, no friends, no problems.
You've heard about the cool changes going on at Ominent, but have you seen our new headquarters? It's transparent! Just like our new guidelines for involuntary experiments. No more teenagers. We're also going to renovate Brook Hollow Park. Just felt like doing something nice.
Breaking news, there's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully, inventor of the revolutionary spacer shrinking technology, when an explosion erupted. The park has been evacuated and sealed off by Ominent. We've received footage from the aftermath of the explosion, which appears to show Dr. Tully assassinating Burgle. The beloved robot was best known for grilling hamburgers and saving the lives of the 4 teenagers. The motivation for the beheading is unknown. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
Oh, I'm up. I'm up. I'm gonna be sick. Am I at the clinic? How did I get here? Hey, anyone around? Getting evil layer deja vu from this place. I gotta get out of here fast.
And after a really long intro, I was finally able to move around. At this point, I wasn't really sure what I was looking for, so I found the door, went out the door, started looking around a little bit here and there.
Sunshine, my worst enemy.
This is where I realized there are
been
roaches
shrunk
in the
again.
game, which,
Well, that explains the nausea.
if you're like
And
me,
the
I'm
brain
definitely
fog.
not the hugest fan of cockroaches, but, this is Grounded, so let there be roaches.
Creepy TV room. Great. Love the peeping Tom decor. Ominent being ominent, I guess. Wait, why is Dr. Tully on the screen? He ripped off Burgle's head! That was gnarly! And then he shrank himself. The innocent robot betrayed by his own creator. I bet I went after them.
Whenever I clicked on the transit system, I didn't realize I wouldn't be able to come back, but I do think there might have been something behind me that I didn't necessarily explore, so...
Step up to the machine.
I get the importance of secrecy, but truly, what is going on here? The memos are redacted to the point that it looks like a printer error. Even the ceremony...
Please keep your arms still as the Scabby 2K's microneedles connect to your blood vessels. I'm Sloan Beaumont, your new boss. I'm so glad to welcome you to the Omnant Park training program. Located here in scenic and dangerous Brook Hollow Park. You are now tiny, but well-equipped. Congratulations!
Great! I love to get micro-stabbed by a corporate armband. I do this all the time. You could say I was there from the start.
And apparently somehow we weren't placed into the witness protection program. They're just, you know, letting us roam free and we got kidnapped again, so that's nice.
We're doing cutting-edge research, not just in Brook Hollow Park, but underneath it. The park project takes a use every part of the buffalo approach to the park.
And excited to see that there are still molars in the game. That was actually one of my favorite parts of the last game, was hunting down all the molars. I felt like a treasure hunter. First glitch I've noticed is that paper. And can somebody please tell me why there are so many fucking mugs in here? Jeez.
Your Scabby 2K detected a resource analyzer. You'll find one of these at every ranger outpost in the park.
The ceremony has been canceled due to an explosion. Communication with the other facilities is down. Evacuation protocols have been triggered at all park installations. My professional opinion is that the people in charge royally screwed up once again.
Inside the training dome, you'll learn a crucial survival skill. Crafting.
I wouldn't have lived past the yard if I couldn't craft a weapon. Wow! Reliving my trauma in real time. Thank you, Omnant.
Been there, done that, so I'm gonna start collecting materials. The materials seem to be the same so far from the last game. No telling for sure, but this is, you know, all the basics.
For safety reasons, the door will not unlock until you are holding a weapon.
I will say the whole format for the inventory and the, you know, the crafting, it's kind of confusing, especially since the last game. You know, I was so used to such a basic format. But there's this little wheel at the top right, and you switch back and forth between everything you need. And I think I prefer the last game, just in terms of the inventory and whatnot.
Good. You are now legally armed and potentially dangerous.
I'm a
When you're ready,
danger
press
to
the
the
button
ruling
to
class.
receive an opponent. Your combat skills will be evaluated by a panel of experts.
It was also right here that I noticed in the last game you have to push up towards whatever weapon you want to use and click on it. In this game you just have to push up towards it. So if you click on it, it doesn't actually put the weapon in your hand, which was a little confusing at the time.
Stay calm. An error was detected in the training module. Now calling a network technician.
Please don't say I'm stuck here forever. Please don't say I'm stuck here forever. Hey, who is hiding? I was the technician all along.
Don't mind me, just being confused about where the fuck that ringing is coming from. It's kind of like being at the zoo and seeing all of the creatures through the glass.
This evacuation sucks. The executives got embiggened while the rest of us schlubs have to run for our lives. If they hadn't botched the taming program, we could at least ride away on a bug. If I survive this, I'm changing careers. I'll teach preschool or something.
Hi there, bad news, I have sustained damage, please. Hi, Virgil, please fix Virgil. Friendly face cannot abandon Virgil.
Hey, you don't get a phone call?
She's crazy, traumatic experience for Virgil. I'll need some assist in getting you out of this mess. You go, please.
Wow, Virgo sounded messed up. And who was that talking to him? Whoever that creep is, she's my only lead. I gotta find her.
Now you're park worthy. Time to step out into the wild. To complete the training, get your Omni tool at the Ranger Outpost.
I'm about done listening to these dorks, but sure, let's get the gadget.
This was me just looking around a little bit, trying to gauge the area that I'm in. And business as usual, we see some gnats in here that are just out of reach.
Gnats don't fly very gracefully, huh? In my dreams, I don't fly like a gnat. I fly like a B-2 rocket. This door's locked. Doesn't bother me. hope it's better than my Omnet CD player, which broke after like a week. Something is buzzing in the other room. Guess someone wants to talk. I'll figure out a way forward, as always.
And I'll be honest, this part took a minute because I had someone trying to talk to me while I was playing this, and I can't focus on two things at once, so I'm just like running around aimlessly in circles.
Shoot! Door's locked. I need to get...
Not to mention, I was also being driven nuts by the phone ringing in the other room, and I just kept walking in circles. But I eventually did make it outside. Realized by going through one of these machines over here that I do have to go outside to get to the phone call room.
If this Omni tool thing works, I could do some crafting. If I feel like it. Whatever.
And here it's where I walk past a dead body without even realizing
I hate
it.
Omnet, but these employees, they probably didn't deserve this.
I'm just trusting that I'm not gonna die in here, but who knows.
You're alive. Oh, yes. Oh, I was so worried. Not killing teenagers. It's my whole thing. How are you feeling? Are you injured? I am so relieved. Thank you, Willow. In this time of crisis, we need your feisty, anti-authority perspective. Listen, I've been actually meaning to apologize in person. I am so sorry for what Director Schmechter did to you and your friends. It was evil. You tell me. Since you disappeared at the same time as Dr. Tully, I thought you were acting together. We've just been massacred by an army of insects under the control of some person. The evacuation was not perfect. One of our researchers is missing from this area. What? No, that can't be right. That must be one of the stranger's victims. I am so sorry that you were confronted with the specter of death at such a young age. I'm sorry to ask, but we could really use some help locating her. Hold on, I'm transferring the coordinates to your Scabby 2K. Absolutely. Of course I will help you in return. My team will get right on it. I'll unlock the Ranger Station terminal next to you. You know, you never know what you might run into out there. It might be smart. Get a few upgrades to your Omni Tools hardware. You can call me anytime you need my help.
This part is actually still a little confusing to me. The whole Omni tool thing is, it's different than being able to make your own tools in Grounded. So they give you tools and you have to, you know, collect certain stuff to upgrade them. But you can't just hold these tools at free will. It seems that you can only use them whenever you are hitting a specific material that would be required by that tool to be broken down. So that's another thing I'm a little iffy on, but we'll see, right? this was me just kind of going through everything a little bit, trying to figure it all out. It's not exactly the same as the first Grounded, so I was definitely a little bit confused. I did find some raw science, which is great. And I was actually able to break down one of the sap clumps, which in the previous game you had to have, you know, a special hammer to do so. I was just able to do so right away. And here I am checking for like the 5th or 6th time what I need to make a shovel. That is one of the, what do you call it, the objectives in the top left corner. So that's what I'm trying to do, is find my way out of here so that I can go get what I need for the shovel.
Mites give me no choice but to squash them. You know, I'm so reduced in size, yet there are even smaller creatures to hunt.
And since it was convenient, I decided to get some gnats as well, just since they were close to the ground, because that is not always. And here's the dead guy that I somehow completely missed earlier, but rest in peace. This is me getting completely sidetracked, forgetting what I was doing. I just started exploring a bit, looking around, whatnot, since this is so different from the first game. Picked up a few materials, a few mushrooms here and there, and then I also got the notification that I needed to make a, you know, a lean-to, which is a sleeping hut, and, what do you call it? Ah, yes, a spawn point. Next to that, I also ended up making, a fire pit, you know, just for roasting some food and whatnot. So I know I didn't really achieve too much, but this is a first look into Grounded 2. I will be back soon to eventually make that shovel that I said I was going to make and, you know, explore some more as well. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I do hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one.